Okay, hey guys, thank you for getting on tonight, or if you're watching the recording. I just wanted to do a little bit of a social media training. I know we have a lot of new people on our team, and for me, social media is where I work the majority of my business. And in the society that we're in today, I feel like social media is kind of um, important to use when you're building your business, just because everybody is on it. Tonight I'm going to focus on more on Facebook than Instagram, but I'm gonna share my screen here in a minute. There is a girl. I think she's an ambassador. Her name is Alyssa Bilyeu, and she is an expert in Instagram. So I'm going to show you her Facebook. Her Facebook is really great to follow. She actually just posted a video on how to do stories on Instagram. So she works her business mostly on Instagram. So she has some great tools. But tonight I'm going to focus on Facebook because that's what I use most of the time. I do use Instagram, but not as much as I do use Facebook. So just going to go over a few tips and tricks on how to get the most out of social media. One of the first things is, let me go ahead and share my screen. Actually, I'm going to wait to do that. Okay. So we are in what's called network marketing, right? So as a network marketer, we need to make sure that we're constantly growing our network. And a way that you can do that on Facebook is to make sure you're adding, I would say, at least 5 to 10 new friends a day. And I know some people may say that they have a problem with that, or they want to keep their Facebook, private, or they don't want people to see what they're doing. And just to be straightforward and blunt and honest with y'all, if you really want to work this business, if you really want to make money, you're going to have to get over that. I don't just go on and add random people. I'm going to show you guys right now how I add my followers on Facebook. So let me share this. Okay, so this is my Facebook. Okay, so it does look a little bit different whenever you are on your phone. But one of the things that I do is, if you go to your personal Facebook, your timeline, right now I have about 1,300 friends. That has grown a lot. Okay, I think I started out with like 400 friends. So I've been constantly adding new people to my network. And how I do that is, if you click on your friends list, you're going to see something that says find friends on here. Okay. So what I do is, I don't just add random people. I will actually go through and I'll look and I'll see if I have any mutual friends in common with them. So like this person right here, I have 29 mutual friends, and I'll click on my mutual friends. And what I try to do is, if I see that another It Works person is their friend, I won't add them. Just because I don't want to kind of step on anybody's toes. And also, too, I don't want to overwhelm these people with It Works stuff. Chances are, if someone on my team is already their friend, they're already seeing It Works stuff, so I'm not going to add them on there. Right now, I don't really see anybody on here who is on my team, so I'm going to add her. I'm going to add her. So I go through and I add someone. My rule is I have to have at least 2 friends in common with them. So like this girl right here, Zoe, I don't have any friends in common with her, so I'm not going to just randomly add her, because when people just randomly add me and we have no mutual friends in common, I already know that they're trying to sell me something, or they're one of those crazy people who are trying to hack into my Facebook. So I always try to add people who I have some mutual friends with. So this girl, so add. So one way to build your network is to add people. So again, if you're kind of weird about your Facebook and you don't want to add people, if you're really serious about working your business and making money in this business, I said it earlier, you're just going to have to get over that. Okay. You're going to just have to grow your network. We're in network marketing. So this is one way to grow your network. So what I like to do is after I go through and I add all my friends, then I'll go back and I'll make a post. Now, something that you want to do is you don't always want to be like, bam, it works, it works, it works, it works everywhere, okay? You want to incorporate your everyday life, whether it's It Works related or not. And someone that I like to follow is Valerie Reynolds. She is a sister sideline, and her Facebook is awesome. So if you go through and you scroll through her Facebook, she has pictures of her daughter. She's talking about being a coach's wife. She's talking about errands that she ran. And what I love about this post that she made earlier is she's talking about being grateful that she does what she's able to do what she does, the flexibility to bring income from her phone at home. And she never once mentions It Works. Okay, so you can promote your business on Facebook without actually saying the word It Works in there. Okay, what has It Works done for you? Why are you doing this? I made a post earlier about drinking coffee and how I was so tired. Let's see if this will pull up. Okay, so I was talking about how I'm starting to feel very pregnant. I have bags under my eyes. And I said, thank goodness for my unicorn coffee. I didn't say keto coffee. I didn't mention It Works. I just talked about this magical coffee that I drink every day. And I posted a picture of myself with my coffee in my hand. Okay. People want to see you. They want to see how these products are helping you. They don't want to see pictures of the It Works products. Those are okay to use every once in a while, but you don't want to constantly be using those pictures because you look like an ad. Okay, you want to kind of stay away from that. How do these help you? Okay, so taking pictures of yourself with products. A tip that we got when we were in Dallas was if you're having a really good hair day, if you're having a good makeup day, you're just feeling yourself, take a bunch of pictures with yourself and the products, include your kids if you have kids, that one, save them for a rainy day. You may not use all of those pictures in one sitting, but keep them in a photo album. That way, whenever you do need a picture, you have something that you can reference and that you can use for that, okay? So my number one big tip to start off with is grow your network, okay? You should be adding at least 5 to 10 people to your Facebook every day, no matter what, okay? Another thing with Facebook is Facebook wants you to interact with people. They want you to comment on things. They want you to just interact with people. That's the whole point of social media, right? So whenever I add new people, I write their names down when they accept my friend request, because they may not accept it right away. Sometimes it takes them a few days to actually respond to my friend request. But when they do, I make sure that I have their name written down, and I will go interact on their page. I'll scroll through their Facebook. I won't do it for a very long period of time. I'll maybe go through their most recent like 5 posts, and I'll comment. I'll like, or actually Facebook likes it when you do either of these. You get more, I guess, points, if you'll call them, if you use the love, the laughy face, any of the other ones besides the like. So I try to use one of these as opposed to just liking. And what that's going to do is, as you're interacting with these people, when you do make a post, your post is going to bump to the top of their news feed. Okay, so you're building that rapport, you're building that relationship with them, and that way when you do decide to make a post, you'll be at the very top, okay? Interacting also helps your algorithm, and you'll hear us kind of mention that a lot as talking about the algorithm of things. When you post things, and I get this question a lot, is I'm posting and nobody's commenting on anything. Nobody's liking it, nobody's commenting on it. You know, what am I doing wrong? Okay, well, you're not necessarily doing anything wrong. They just may not be seeing it. Okay, so if you are somebody who likes to share a lot of like videos, like if you see, you know, like something like this, HelloFresh, and you share it onto your page, that actually knocks down your Facebook points, if you will call it, okay? Facebook would rather you post something of your own than sharing something of somebody else's. So if I see a picture that I really like that somebody else posted, instead of just sharing it, I will click on it and I will copy it and I'll save it, and then I will reshare it as if it was my own. Okay, so I try not to reshare things on my Facebook, like something like this. Like, this is hilarious. She's a mom of 3 boys, and she's posting watch Britney Spears and how crazy she is after having 3 kids. Okay, I could easily just share this, but that's going to knock down my Facebook points. So what I would do is I would actually just click on this picture and I would save it as my own, and then I would reshare it. I would, like I was making a post, and put like a funny, my own little funny thing at the top, my own words. Okay. That's going to boost your algorithm on Facebook for people. Something else that you want to do is you also want to stay away from copying and pasting. Okay. If you talk to your leaders, we are all about sharing our posts, giving you ideas. And anyone who's friends with me on Facebook, I don't mind if you use any of my posts. Just make sure you're not copying and pasting exactly what I said on Facebook, and then copying it and then pasting it directly into your Facebook. Okay. Again, that's going to knock down your algorithm on Facebook, and less people are going to see your post as if you were to, what I do is I copy. Don't get me wrong, I copy people's posts all the time. Okay. Top leaders that I follow, if I see a good post, you bet your butt I'm copying it. But what I do is I paste it in the notes section of my phone. I go in and I edit it a little bit. I change it up to kind of sound more like me. I'll take some words out. I'll add in some different emojis. And then I will copy it from my notes section and paste it into my Facebook. I may use the same picture. I try to switch up the picture if I can. But again, you want to try to boost your algorithm or boost your Facebook points as much as you can, because then more people are going to see your post and more people are going to interact with you. Okay. So don't copy and paste. And if you can, I know like sometimes it's hard because you see something funny and you just want to share it. I would maybe recommend staying away from those, or sending those through maybe like personal messages to people who you think might think it's funny, just because Facebook would rather you post your own material than sharing other people's material, if that makes sense. Okay. So growing your network is big. Interacting with people on Facebook is huge, okay, because that's going to boost your algorithm. Something else that I like to do too is create, so I try to post at least 3 times a day. In the morning, I'll post something either about drinking coffee, or I'll do like a motivational quote, or I'll do like a funny coffee meme in the morning. And in the afternoon, I'll do something personal about my life, or I'll do an interaction post. Interaction posts are great. If you feel like nobody's really commenting or responding on your posts, it's time to do an interaction post. And when I say interaction post, I mean post a question that you know people are going to respond to, and you may not even care what the answer is. Okay. I've done things like, I'm looking for a new mascara. What's your favorite mascara? I'm probably not really looking for a mascara, but I know that I'm going to get a lot of people that are going to comment on that. I posted a picture a while back of, there's 4 different types of coffee, and they were all different lightness. One was like black, one was light, and it just kind of got lighter. And I said, how do you drink your coffee? And people, they were lettered A, B, C, D, and people would put whatever letter. The more people that interact on your post, so when they're commenting on your post, when you go to post something a few hours later, your post is going to jump to the top of their newsfeed. Okay, so creating that interaction again is going to boost your Facebook algorithm, and it's going to allow more people to see your posts. So whenever I do an interaction post, I like to, then my next post will be either about a product or about the business, because I know that I've just had 80 people comment on one of my posts, and all those people that liked and commented on that post, When I do my next post, they're going to see that post about having a triple threat discount sale or having a promo on a business kits. Okay. Again, boosting your algorithm. Okay. You want to create as much interaction as you can. That way more people will see your posts and you'll get the more back from it. Okay. You'll get more people messaging you, more people wanting to ask questions. And just to kind of talk about that a little bit, just because you're posting, posting isn't the same as asking. And you're going to hear us tell you that a lot. Posting is like your open for business sign. So it is very important that you are posting and that you are consistent in posting. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I get busy and I forget to post. We all have been there. Okay. So if you can't do at least 3 posts, don't beat yourself up over it. Just try to get back into the rhythm the next day. Okay. But be consistent about what you're doing. A great resource for you guys. I love this page. This is probably the best page I've ever joined. It's called the Posting Club. Okay. If you are not part of this group, ask your leader to add you to this group. Okay. So some days I just don't know what the heck to post. I'm like, I don't have any inspiration. I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I will go to the Posting Club. Okay. And this group is just It Works people. And it's literally all ideas on what to post. People are posting their before and after pictures that are corporate approved that you can use. There are post ideas. Let's see. So people ask questions, does anyone have any good ketones posts? And then people will post those in the comments. So if you want to post something about ketones, you can search at the top in the post, search this group right here. And if you're looking for something specific like keto coffee, it's going to pull up everything that has to do with keto coffee and you can kind of get some ideas. There's pictures. So this is a great resource for y'all. Photos. I love the photos here because they have them broken up into albums. They have products, probiotics, Target Trio, triple threat results, 1 of 9. So there's more albums. Here we go. Thermophyte X results, which is great right now to save some of those since the Thermophyte X is so big right now. So use this resource, use this tool if you need photos, if you need posting ideas. There are some great product codes like this picture of the collagen right here. It's okay to post pictures by themselves of It Works products. I'm not saying that it's not okay. You don't want to do that for every single post. You want to switch it up. But something like this is pretty. It's eye-catching. It's bright. You can kind of see what's in the picture, but it's not like all up in your face. And people, it's gonna draw people in, and they're like, "What is that?" Especially, this looks like a very summery picture. So, if you're not part of this group, ask your leader, and we will add you to it. Okay, so what else is going to show you on Facebook? Stories. So stories are really big right now, especially on Instagram. But what I love about Instagram is that you can tie your stories from Instagram to Facebook. If you don't have an Instagram, that's okay. You can still add stories on Facebook. So I like to use this to do polls because sometimes people may not want to respond on a post that you make. They feel more comfortable doing it in a poll, on your stories where they know that you're the only one that's going to see that response, or that they're interested in losing weight, or something along those lines. So use your stories. Is everyone familiar with stories? I'm going to just kind of give me like a head nod if you use stories. Okay, good. Stories are great. So definitely try to post those if you can. The thing with social media is people are going to buy you before they buy the products. So you want to be yourself. You want to be authentic. You want to be honest and vulnerable, and people want to see pictures of your everyday life, of how these products are helping you, what the money is doing for you. So I know we like to do, whenever we get paid, you'll see a lot of people posting pictures of, see, I was talking about Starbucks, something totally not even It Works related, but it was a pretty picture, and I got some comments and some likes on there. But then you can see, like, I post about the coffee and I have 1 comment and I have 5 likes. So don't get discouraged when you're posting things and about It Works and then they don't respond or comment on it. People are watching, even if it doesn't feel like they're watching. Like, I got so many likes on this post. So it just depends. People will we'll have 100 people like a post about someone drinking a drink, but then you like an alcoholic drink, but then you post something about the business, then it's like crickets. So don't let that discourage you. Just keep on posting. I don't know if I have a picture of it or not. Live videos. Okay, so here we go. So this is a post that I made about paying off debt. Just talking about how I was so grateful for this business, of how much that I've actually paid off. And I think I may have said, like, because of It Works in here, but maybe not. Nope, I didn't mention It Works. I was just talking about my side business. And then I kind of had a picture of myself, and then I added these over, like, on top of the picture. An app that I like to use is PicArts. Another good app too is WordSwag, if you want to kind of edit your photos and make them look kind of cool. So there's a lot of good apps that you can use too. But just things like that, talking about the business, but not really like, not like in your face, like, join my team today. This, and this, you know, people are going to be like, I'm not really too sure. So it's all about being relatable, and there's somebody out there who relates to your story. So you want to share your story. Okay, don't be afraid to share your story, even if it's not a big story. That's okay too. Use other people's stories. That was something that Ashley Sinclair told us. Like, maybe you don't have a story yet, and that's okay. Use your team story. Use your leader's story. Use your leader's before and after pictures. Use somebody else's before and after pictures. You know, it's like, I'm inspired by this. I can't wait to reach my goal. My goal is this, this, and this. What are your goals? Like, ask a question and then have people respond to that. So I think those would be my biggest tips for social media. Is growing your network is so important. So make sure you're adding at least 5 to 10 people a day. Not copying and pasting, because that lowers your point system on Facebook. Interacting is very important on Facebook, not just mindless scrolling. Okay, you want to be scrolling intentionally, and that's commenting on people's posts, liking people's posts. That's going to build up your Facebook points. That's going to boost your algorithm. Switching up your posts throughout the day. Don't make it all just It Works. It's kind of like hard to watch or like go back, because we have the memories on Facebook where it'll show you what you did this day, however many years ago. And my beginning posts were very salesy and adsy, and it's like, they were all like black and green and bling, and it's like, it said like It Works over everything. And I'm just like, see those now and I cringe. And the reason that we do these trainings is to share what we've done that hasn't worked. I can tell you right now that posting all that stuff about like, it works. When I've talked to people who aren't distributors, who aren't customers, they've told me, they're like, it turns me off. Like, I literally just scroll up. I don't even read it, because it feels like it's an ad. It feels like someone is intentionally trying to sell something to me. And that's kind of like not what we want. We want to help people. We want to help people reach their goals. We don't want to just say it's just a sale. Okay. I did want to show y'all Alyssa. Her name is Alyssa Marie on Facebook. If you are wanting to get more into Instagram, or you're using Instagram now, but maybe you're not utilizing it to its full potential, you need to be following Alyssa, because she talks about Instagram all the time. This video right here, I watched it the other day, and it is awesome. She gives you so many great tips on how to use Instagram, all these little like secrets that you can do without making it harder to post stories. But she is super big into Instagram, and you can see, I mean, even on her social media that she does, all her pictures, her posts, talks about friends and family. She's talking about skincare here. She posted a before and after picture. So this is someone that's good to follow to get ideas from. Another good person to follow is, her name is Morgan Martin. I think she's a presidential. So she's another good person to follow as well. And if you follow these people and you scroll through their Facebook, you'll see that they're not very like, it works. They're talking about what the business has done for their lives. They're talking about being able to travel and being able to have financial freedom. Morgan posts a lot of pictures of her dog. So, but she's being herself. So she's a good one to follow. Dee Brooks. Now, Dee Brooks, she has a lot of people who, I think she's at her max for friends, but she posts a lot. She actually posts more than what I would recommend. A good rule of thumb for posting on Facebook is you want to have at least an hour in between posts. That way people will actually see them. If you post like back to back, like 5 minutes, sometimes the other first post you made will get lost, and not a lot of people will see it. So if I have a good idea and I had just posted, I'll write it down somewhere so I don't forget about it, and I'll post it later, because I do want to get the maximum, not results, but I want to get the maximum looks at the posts that I'm making on social media. I had just thought of something I was going to say, and I'm having pregnancy brain right now. And what was I going to say? We were talking about Dee Brooks. Facebook. Oh, okay. Something else that I like to do is to bump my posts. I especially like to do this with host to post. So let's say I have all these host to post here. I have them all saved under my saved items. So I'll go back and I'll look through maybe my April host to posts. I'll click on one. It's kind of different doing it from my laptop than it is from my phone. Okay. So this is someone who did a host to post for me. So what I'll do is, she did this on April 10th. And I didn't get too many comments on this one, but what I'll do is I'll go back. You can see I went back and I added pictures in the comment section, because what that does is it actually bumps your post back to the top of their newsfeed. So if it's been a while, I can go back to like February host to post, and I'll just go through, and if I find a good, I've been doing a lot of Thermofite X host to post. So I'll find a really good before and after of Thermofite X, and I'll just go back through all my Thermofite X host to post, and in the comment section, I'll post a picture. And what that will do is it'll bump my post back to the very top of their newsfeed, even if it was from 3 months ago. People are going to start seeing it again, and it could be a whole new group of people that are seeing my post. So that's a good way of bumping your post without necessarily having to make a post. Sometimes I'll do that instead of actually making a post, because it's kind of like almost making a brand new post, because when you comment on an old post, it bumps it to the very top, so people are seeing it again as if it was a new post. So that's always a good tip too. Another tip that I have is when I do make a post and there are a lot of people commenting on it, I will not respond right away. I'll wait. And again, the reason why I wait is because when I do go back and comment on it, it's going to bump my post again to the top of the news feed. So if I made a post in the morning about people losing weight, and I have like four people like, well, what are you talking about? What is that? It's hard for me not to respond right away, but I'll hold off and I'll wait till maybe around noon, around lunchtime, and then I'll go back and say, I'll messaging you. I'll respond to each of them. And then that's going to bump it to the top, and it's going to show a whole new group of people, maybe people that weren't on in the morning that are now on their lunch break. Now those people are going to start seeing it. And the same thing, as people start commenting, I'll wait till I get home till after dinner, and I'll go back and I'll say, and then I'll respond, messaging you. And then it's going to bump it again to the top, and all the people that maybe weren't on all day because they were at work are now seeing my post for the first time as if it was a brand new post. So that helps a lot because it's opening up different groups of people, because you have those early risers, you have those people who are more of night owl people. I'm an early riser, so I see everyone's things first thing in the morning. I know Michael's on here. He stays up late, so he sees all the late posts. So you want to keep in mind that there are different groups of people who you want to see your posts. So by waiting and then commenting and bumping your post, then it's almost like making a brand new post too. So those are just a few tips and tricks that I have for social media, growing your network, no copying and pasting, be yourself, post pictures of yourself, of your family, of you with products. Don't just only use pictures of products by themselves, because people are going to be like, is she actually using those, or is she just posting a picture of it? Try not to share other people's posts. Create your own post. Use the tools that we've given you. The Posting Club is a great one. You also have pictures on your Connect app that you can use and download. And then just being active and consistent on social media is another big tip too, is be consistent with it, because I literally have had people who have never commented on any of my posts. They've never liked them. They've never commented them. I've had 2 people this week reach out to me and say, hey, tell me more about this coffee that you're talking about. So they are watching regardless of if they comment or they like anything. They just may not want people to know like that they're interested in it. So that's your open for business sign. If you're not posting and people don't know what you do, they're going to find somebody else that is posting, and they're going to go to them when they need something. So I'm going to open it up for questions. If y'all have a specific social media question or something that you're curious about, you can go ahead and put it in the chat section, and I can cover that for you. Or you can unmute yourself and ask if you want. Anybody? Nope. No questions? Okay. All right. Well, if there are no questions, was this helpful at all for y'all on, what's the name of the Instagram? All right, Leslie, you're talking about the person who, her name is Alyssa Marie. She's on, she spells it A-I, I'm going to put it in the chat so you can see it. Alyssa. And then I can share her video on Dream Team too. That way y'all can see it. But she is awesome with social media in general. And if you haven't looked on your Connect app yet, she actually does the social media trainings that are on your Connect app. So if you're wanting to dive into social media more, check out your Connect app, because there are some social media trainings on there too. And her and Cami do those. Anybody else? Good, good. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for getting on and taking time out of your night. I'm going to record this so you can share this with your team if you want, your new distributors. I hope everyone has a blessed night, and we will talk to y'all soon. Bye. Mhm.